Hi guys, welcome to another video. Hope you're all keeping well. Now for this video, I'd just like to review a horror anthology DVD that I watched the other night. And that DVD is called Holidays. Now, before I talk any more about the movie and giving me thoughts on it as a whole, I'll just read you the blurb at the back. Right, so this is described as a consistently shocking and stunning movie. From an extremely gruesome Easter to a disturbingly macabre Valentine's Day, Holidays is a portmanteau horror unlike any other. Exploring a full calendar year of grisly festive stories, each segment brings out the most twisted and subversive sides of every seasonal celebration. Now, with stellar directorial talent including Kevin Smith, Gary Shaw, Kevin Kolsch, and Dennis Widmeyer, um, and Anthony Scott Burns, join some of the brightest minds in the most sinister genre as they lead you to a series of deviously dark, spine-chilling thrill rides. Yeah, so there you go. That's the blurb of Holidays, which is made in 2016. Now, on to me thoughts as a whole on the movie. Yeah, it didn't compare to the Amicus anthology movies, guys. I didn't like the stories. For one thing, they were far too short, and they ended very abruptly. Basically, I'll just tell you about a couple of the stories, and that I won't tell you them all. So you've got this one. Relating to Saint Patrick's Day, involving this school teacher, and she's got this creepy little girl in a classroom, and that she's always staring at her all the time, always staring at the school teacher, and apparently this little girl, she's got connections to this monster fable centered around Saint Patrick's Day, involving a rather large snake. But yeah, it wasn't very good, guys. As the other stories as well. You know, they didn't really live up to my expectation. So that was the Saint Patrick's Day story. Then you've got the opening story, which is about it centers on Saint Valentine's Day, and you've got this girl in she's in this swimming class, and she's getting picked on all the time by her classmates and that. You know, she's getting taunted and that, and she's got a crush on a swimming teacher. Now, when they're in the baths and that, you know, she's getting goaded and that by her classmates. One of them, the girl's standing near the edge of the swimming pool. One of the girls pushes her into the pool and that, and she falls into the pool and she goes down, and you think she's dead, but the school teacher dives in and revives her and that. But after that, the girl, once she sort of like revives, she comes to, she sets about exacting a very horrific revenge on the ringleader, you know, the main bully. But I won't go on too much about it in case you want to see it for yourself. So that's the Saint Valentine's Day one. And then you've got the Easter one, which incorporates the myth of the Easter Bunny. This sort of like child and that, this little girl and that, she asks her mum, is the Easter Bunny real, and that, like basically her mum says, oh, she just like sort of like old wives' tales and that. But when the mother goes to sleep and that, the Easter Bunny actually appears in the house. It doesn't really look so much as an Easter Bunny as some kind of alien from a B movie. Yeah, so this great big Easter Bunny appears in the house and that, and all hell breaks loose. Yeah, and then you've got the one the other story about the well, there's two stories in this actually, guys, about a pregnant woman. You've got this other story and that about you've got the story about the St. Patrick's Day one, the snake and that. She gives birth to a snake, and then you've got this other story about this other pregnant woman and that, which revolves around the theme of Mother's Day. Basically, very very poor story and that, and this woman, she sort of like gives birth to this sort of like monstrous baby and that, and you've got elements of the Wicker Man, you've got this cult and that, yeah, but it ended very abruptly, guys. I say that was one of the main faults of this anthology movie. All the stories, they weren't really much cop, and they ended very abruptly. And then you've got the Christmas story, where this guy, at Christmas Eve, I think it's Christmas Eve, his wife sends him out to buy like this kind of Viewmaster thing, what you look through, and you can see like all different things and that, actually going to another world and that, and and he goes to the shop, and the shopkeeper says, "Oh, we just sold the last one, mate," and he sees the guy. It was just bought like this Viewmaster thing, what you look through, coming out the shop, and he runs after him and say, "Hey, I'll give you so much for it," and the guy doesn't want to sell it. Now, "Hey, I'll give you this, I'll give you that." No, the guy doesn't want to sell it. The next minute, the guy has a heart attack who's just got the last Viewmaster from the shop, and he falls on the ground, and then the guy he turns around and looks at him, and he sees the guy on the ground, his tablets, and pass me tablets and that, and he's going to, but then the guy looks at the Viewmaster, and he thinks to himself, "I've got an opportunity here to get the Viewmaster," so he doesn't bother giving him the tablets. He just lets the poor guy die on the ground and that, because his wife's sort of like getting on to him, like, "Make sure you get that Viewmaster." Well, it's not called a Viewmaster. I forget what it's called now, but it's this contraption what you look through anyway, and you sort of like see things and that. So the guy gets it now, and then it doesn't go good, guys, from there, because we start seeing these weird things and that, and actually, when he does look through it, it's actually captured, him leaving the guy to die on the ground and that. So his wife sees it and that, and she says, "I saw everything," and I won't reveal any more what happens in that. But yeah, I think that's about the best story, that the one with with the Viewmaster toy and that. Yeah, but yeah, it was very. I was expecting great things from this movie, guys. Yeah, because I love, as you know, if you've been watching me videos, I love me horror anthology movies. So when I saw Holidays and that, oh, there's the picture there, guys, of the rather alien-looking Easter bunny. Yeah, and then you've got the snake, St. Patrick's Day, and then you've got there's a rather naughty story in here, guys, involving three ladies. It is quite naughty. Oh, missus, and this guy is a kind of a pimp in that, and he's sort of like he gets these girls and he takes photographs of and it turns out that the girls aren't all what they appear to be, and he sort of like take the revenge on this guy. They tie him up in that, and let's just say he ends up feeling very, very sore after after what they do to him and that. But I won't reveal what they do to him. Very, very naughty in that. Yeah, but you'd have to get the movie yourself to see what I mean and that. But yeah, as I say, it was a fairly good concept for an anthology movie. A horror story. Pertaining to a particular holiday of the year: Christmas, St. Paddy's Day, Easter, things like that. But on the whole, guys, it was very, very disappointing, very mediocre anthology movie, and not a patch on the Amicus movies. I think Amicus, out of all the companies that have made horror anthology movies, I think Amicus are the number one. I don't think anybody has surpassed Amicus in terms of presenting a real good horror anthology movie with a good frame and story. But this was just sort of like a bunch of short horror movies basically just put together, and there wasn't really much thought. There's not much thought given to any of these stories at all. They ended too abruptly, and as I say, I didn't like the fact that they had two stories in about a pregnant woman. I mean, one was enough, but two. Oh God, no! But then this is just my opinion, I mean, if you like modern horror anthology movies with stories that are very, very short and end abruptly, you might like Holidays. But it wasn't for me, guys. I didn't like it at all. It hasn't really got any special. Well, it's got no special features actually. It's just got the directors who directed each story. And there's the guy there. That's the guy that buys the Viewmaster thing, But yeah. Now on to a rating, guys, for Holidays. Yeah, I think I give it maybe 3 out of 10. Yeah, that missed opportunity here, guys. Really was. And so they could have done much better with this movie and that. But as I said, that's just my opinion. I mean, you might like it. I'm not saying don't go out and buy Holidays or rent it. You might like it, but it wasn't for me. And I think I'll be chucking it on eBay or giving it to a charity shop, but it just wasn't for me at all, guys. Yeah. But it could have been better. As I say, you can't beat the Amicus horror anthology movies and that. They're always on the money, Amicus, when especially the Tales from the Crypt and the House that Dripped Blood. But the stories in this, I mean, they just basically went nowhere. I mean, like the girl, like in the first one in the swimming baths, it was over before virtually it even started. And then I thought the one with the St. Patrick's Day, the snake was a bit far-fetched. And then, but the best one, as I say, was the Christmas one where the guy buys this like viewfinder toy. That was about the best one. But even that one could have been better. Could have been better executed. And as I say, it just wasn't my cup of tea, guys. It really wasn't. Yeah. Okay, guys. Well, that concludes my review of the 2016 horror anthology movie, Holidays. Have you seen Holidays? What did you think of it? I'd be very interested to hear. Leave your comments down below. Have you got a favourite horror anthology movie? Again, leave your comments down below. Yeah, I could talk about horror anthology movies till the cows come home. Okay, guys, that's it. The usual. If you like the video, please feel free to share, subscribe, comments. And all going well, I'll talk to you all again soon. Take care. Thank you.